because as the country faces another season of severe flooding, the call for real, lasting, and science-based solutions has never been louder. This is what experts aim to address in the upcoming symposium, Reforma, Hindi Bahala Na, moving forward from the flood control scandal towards sustainable solutions, happening on November 12 at the UP School of Urban and Regional Planning in Diliman, Quezon City. Joining us this morning is one of the symposium's key participants, Architect Dinky von Einsiedel, I hope I pronounced that right, the Fellow Emeritus of Philippine Institute of Environmental Planners College of Fellows, to share what this event is all about and why a change in our flood management mindset is long overdue. Architect, just taking a look at all of this, we had so much to talk about when it comes to the weather. Let's focus first on just how timely this is, Architect. I hope you're safe. I hope you're dry. Just how important is this type of conversation, considering we just had Super Typhoon Uwan and, of course, Typhoon Tino back in the Visayas area?
Well, it's very important. It's actually long overdue. Um, we've been in our circle of environmental planners, architects, and engineers. We've been talking about really the need for a science-based approach to flood management.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this ongoing investigation has highlighted the fact that the traditional, conventional gray infrastructure approach that DPWH has been using for the past several decades is really not the only solution to the problem. And I think this flood, this massive flood that Typhoon Yuan has brought about, highlights that need, and that's why we thought we should organize the symposium,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been able to successfully invite a number of good speakers to talk about the subject because we are concerned not only of the graft and corruption that is now being investigated, but also the way that flood control projects are identified, how they are prioritized, and how they are implemented.
Mm-hmm.
Because it appears that the approach has been on a project to project basis. It's not the kind of comprehensive approach that is needed because a lot of our towns and cities are situated in river basins and in floodplains.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem of flooding is a natural phenomenon. I mean, river basins and floodplains will naturally, on certain occasions, overflow and get flooded. And so, a kind of a project to project approach, which many of the what we've been seeing in the news that's being investigated is simply not doing the solution that it's supposed to bring about.
Mm-hmm. So you mentioned a while ago, you described the approach of DPWH as gray. You want to push for more science-based, more comprehensive approach to flood management in particular. There have also been arguments made in the past by other urban planners saying that even if you take out corruption, the incompetence when it comes to selecting projects might actually be more damaging when you take a look at the allocation, when you take a look at the works actually being done to address certain problems. Where do you stand when it comes to that? And at the same time, of course, what are the key changes you feel has to be made by all of the governing bodies?
The uh, the phenomenon of flooding is directly related to the hydrologic cycle,
Mm-hmm.
the natural hydrologic cycle, which in a particular location. Now, the hydrologic cycle is science, it's nature's way of balancing the amount of water
Mm-hmm.
on the surface, in the air, and in the clouds. Okay, and there is this cycle of water uh, rising up. Okay, the warmer the oceans are, the more moisture that goes up, and this form into the clouds.
Yeah.
And then when it gets very, very heavy, then it falls as rain. Okay. And then when it hits the ground, and the ground has been developed, like for example in towns and cities, which are all now buildings and roads and parking lots, there's not enough open space to absorb the
Yeah.
rainwater, and that causes the
Well, it looks like we have an issue here with our architect's feed coming in. Of course, a lot of people going through the same issues right now. We're going to try to get our architect back here. But once again, we are still talking about this particular symposium happening when it comes to the flood management. It is called Reforma, Hindi na Bahala Na, moving forward from the flood control scandal, going towards a sustainable solutions, happening on November 12 at the UP School of Urban and Regional Planning in Diliman, Quezon City. All right, so we're going to try to get him back, but at the moment, we're going to give it back to Anne for a bit more. That's it for Weather HQ at the moment. We'll see if he can come back here, and back to you.